I'd like to talk about toxic people. Now, a lot of the times we like to paint a certain person as toxic. We like to paint this person as they are terrible for everyone in the whole world, and nobody should love them or like them, or they should just die or whatever. But that is wrong, wrong, wrong. And I'll let you know why. Because one toxic person can actually be healthy for another. And I know that it's extremely hard to grasp, especially if this is one person that is toxic to you, that has extremely hurt you personally. Then it's even harder to really feel, how could this be healthy for anyone? Uh, yeah, like saying that nobody should talk to a person is equally as ridiculous as saying that everybody should love them. Uh, we treat different people differently, and we are treated differently in return. Sometimes we have a little part in this toxic relationship and in this relationship and the way that we engage with them that brings out the evil in them upon us. Uh, so in that way, I don't know, toxic is more of a perspective rather than a diagnosis. It's more about how you see it and how you see that person rather than that's just how it is. Uh, everybody, everybody is toxic to a few people, and we are angels to many. I mean, think about our own lives. There's probably somebody that we've hurt along the way if we really get honest to ourselves, or somebody that we could have engaged with better, or somebody that we didn't exactly help. Maybe we feel like we were giving them revenge. Maybe we feel like they were giving them their just due. But if you look at the bottom line, did we add to their life, or did we take away from their life with whatever we did, whether it was give a bad review, or whether it was, this or that, or, let authorities know about that person, whatever it is, we probably did something to hurt somebody at some time in our lives. Uh, but we did a lot more to help so many people. We probably saved friends from all kinds of tragedies and things. Uh, this is one reason, like among many, that I believe that hurting or hindering other people is wrong. Even the most evil person. Not only is it wrong because even if you know everything about that person, like in relation to your perspective, you are not every single person in the world, and you are not everybody else. So you're in a very poor position to really see the good in them because you have this one relationship with them that's a bad and toxic experience. And even if you feel like you know them inside out, you know them better than anybody else does, uh, I highly doubt that you could possibly know anybody better than the whole world combined knows that person. Uh, I mean, even if you know them the most and the deepest, even if you know them the most or the deepest, let's just say that. Let's just say you know this person better than anybody else. We'll give you that, okay? But do you know that person better than all the different little pieces that other people know that person combined collectively throughout their entire lifetime? I doubt it. I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of impossible. Uh, so, so yeah, you're not in a place to judge in that way. Because no matter how well you know a person, you don't know everything. And, yeah. So, I got a little sidetracked. Like, this is why, even if you're trying to hurt or hinder even the most evil person. Like, it's wrong, just period. But it's also not healthy for you. You should be finding your friends. You should be You shouldn't be engaging foes. You are going to tie up, somebody else's helper, somebody else's angel with yourself. And you're just going to be two drowning swimmers that aren't really making the world a better place as much as trying to stop the evil that they're doing. And ultimately, I don't know. Ultimately, it's hard because yeah, I just don't feel like you're going to do as much good stopping evil as much as promoting good. I mean, take this as an example. Say that you have like really bad evils, like powerful dictators or world forces, and you're like, we have to band together to stop this evil. Rather than focusing on stopping that evil, you could focus on empowering the not, and I feel like that's the more healthy thing, rather than being like, I'm gonna hate, I don't know, Hitler or whatever the thing is, and I'm gonna focus all my things on like stopping that. Like, wouldn't it be much more productive to empower those that are disempowered by it, to help and aid those, like Schindler's List it, or, do whatever in terms of those actions, in a way, people are like, what's the difference? What's the difference between helping, those that oppose and engaging and fighting, what you hate? I think there's a big difference. Not everybody can really see it, but I think there's a huge difference between empowering what you love and fighting what you hate. And as much as possible, don't waste time fighting what you hate. Empower what you love. On that note, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of flack, and I'm counting on it in the comments. And I'd love to hear the intelligent thoughts on this of like, no, Nick, you're wrong. You can't just, help those you love. You have to fight what you hate, and here's why. And all of the whateverness surrounding that, especially if it comes with real world examples. I love it when you guys give real world examples. So if you can comment, if you can give examples, that would be better and just as good as any kind of monetary anything to help keep this going, because a big part of why I do this is for the thought farming. So if you're just consuming and just casually watching, that's okay. This is a gift, but if you feel like giving back, that's one of the ways that you can comment, and you can kind of be a part of things, because I really feel like we can be together, stronger, more smarter as a collective. And yeah, if you feel like there's anybody else you want to gift these types of thoughts to, go ahead and share it with them. And if, I don't know, if you want to stick around, stick around. However that sticking around is, whether there's a subscribing process, a friending process, or whatever the deal is on whatever, platform this is on, like, stick around. There's a lot more to come. And I appreciate and thank you for being here to think about these things with me.